tell us about your engagement story.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
I feel like I can't be the only one y'all knowing my personal life and we not knowing y'all.
Yeah,
That's true.
yeah,
That's
for
true.
sure. So, yeah. So let me see how we started this one. So she didn't know I was going to propose. There was no big, one of those where, I let her know. Like I know a lot of people do that, right? We're getting married. We go pick out a ring together. We do all that stuff, right? She had no freaking clue, and that's kind of how I wanted to do it with her, right? I just wanted to go like, okay, my thing, I knew she was the right one for me, and it's just like, well, how long am I going to string her along before I was like, okay, do it, right? Because I got married when I was 40, so I waited for a minute, right?
Damn.
I know. So I was like, okay.
So you had a
Go ahead.
So you had your rear end explored. You decided to have your rear explored and have a colonoscopy. I don't even know how you say it.
Colonoscopy.
Before you decided to put a ring on that woman's finger.
No.
So you were just weighing all options.
No. My man.
Before you committed.
No. See, I got married and then I tried the other side. I should have tried. I get what you're saying. I probably should have tried the other side first.
If at that point, just cross off all boxes. I didn't know you would refer to, that as a dream, but we learned that last.
It was a good dream. Yeah. So
is your life a good dream?
My life's a wonderful dream. So yeah. So anyway, I did the whole, looking for rings. I mean, and that was the crazy part was because I didn't know anything about. I'm not a jewelry guy, right? I'm really not. So it's like trying to figure out, how it works. Trying to figure out what a value of a diamond, and that's a whole basically like a scam type thing. Trying to figure out the diamonds. I mean, you just go up like a point something like to a carat or a half carat, and then it just jumps and
go up a tenth in size and double in price,
right? Real quick. So I mean, and it was like even just understanding what's a good diamond, right? I mean, what it the color, the clarity, all the other different things, right? So me again, I have to. I can't just not buy something, buy something without actually learning all about the whole process,
all about GIA certification,
everything. So yes, I ended up getting her a diamond. Then once I got the diamond, then I ended up getting the ring and doing all that. And then I ended up, how I proposed to her was, it's no yachts, no helicopters, none of that stuff. That's not how normal
You're
folk.
Not baller status over here. Like
that's
Pedro.
not normal folk. That's not how we roll.
No one rolls like Pedro.
No one rolls like this dude over here. So what I ended up doing was I ended up getting a place to stay at a ranch, and but I said, hey, we're gonna go somewhere. I said, I'm not gonna tell you what you're gonna do or where we're going, and she had no clue. I had no clue about anything, right? I mean, we weren't even talking about marriage or any of that stuff. So I was like, hey, we're gonna go over here, and I said, bring workout gear, bring your tennis shoes, bring your boots, bring your pumps, bring your dress, just bring everything. So what are we doing? When you get there, you'll find out, right? I mean, she had no clue. So then we get up to this ranch place, and I mean, it's like one of those, I had no idea what to expect either. It's like driving these back freaking roads, and then you get up to this one gate, and it's like fields. And then you go over there, I was like, man, I sure hope this is the right spot. So, go open up a gate, and I, drove through this little spot, and that was it. And she's just like, where are we at? And I was like, it's just a ranch. She's like, well, that's so random. And it was a nice little cabin out on there, and they had like a jacuzzi outside and all that stuff. So that was kind of cool. And there's nothing out there. I mean, you don't even see nobody out there, right? They got they have cows coming, all out there, and they got horses. I mean, a ton of freaking horses all out there. It's freaking little miniature donkeys out there. That was pretty neat. It was like all kinds of random little things. And so she was like, well, this is cool. She she thought it was neat. So that first day, we do our thing, whatever. So enjoying the place. And then the next day, and then I think I want to say we even I think we took the bikes or something. So I remember riding bikes around in the place, and then the next day I was like, hey, get a little dressed up, fixed up. Sure, where we're going. I said, just down the way.
Ride the bikes again?
No, right, exactly, right. So we get in the car. We just literally drove, somewhere on the ranch, and no. So like how you have on the doctor thing, I'm the same way with horses. I don't like horses. So let me real quick short story to that. So when I was like 10 years old, I was on the field and I was petting these horses, like doing whatever's right. And I was me and my buddy, you know, I start walking off. My buddy stops. He goes to tie his shoe, and I turn back around, and the horse comes up, and I'm like, "Hey, man, don't freak out. Horse about to touch your head, right?" Because he came all the way. Well, what did he do? He jumped up and freaked out. Well, all the horses started running at me, but they know what they didn't run me over. They just literally split. And after that, I couldn't get that out of my head. I don't know why. You know, 40-year-old man, I'm still all freaked out about horses, right? So anyway, so we go up to this little ranch spot, and you know, they have like a buffalo there, and
awesome.
yeah, it was like a
This in
buffalo.
Texas?
Yeah, buffalo, and they had like there was goats, and there was all kinds of different things, and there was this dude there, and he's sitting there, you know, getting the horses all ready or whatever, and Katie goes and walks over, you know, she's like looking at the horses, and he goes, "Is this for you guys?" And she looks over to me, she goes, "Oh no," you know, he don't like horses. And
This guy has no sugar in his tank.
right. So then I walk over there, and she goes, "Yeah, the guy asked if it was us," and I said, "It is for us."
I told him we don't celebrate Valentine's.
Right. So I said, "Yeah, no, this is for us." She goes, "What?" So she thought that was a whole surprise, right? She was like, "Oh wow, I'm going on horseback riding, you know, so whatever, right?" So we go horseback riding, and you know, they know what we're doing. That's that I told them when we were, you know, why we're going or whatever. So we go all the way down, and then when we get to this one little spot, I was like, "Dude, close your eyes," you know, and unfortunately it didn't work exactly how I wanted to do, because I was at this point kind of nervous or whatever. So I was like, "Close your eyes," and I was walking her over like this small little bridge and to this gazebo thing, but I'm like trying to figure out where I'm going, and I planned it the day before how I kind of wanted to do it by when we went to the gazebo part, but not telling her why. I was like trying to figure out where I was, you know, how I was going to propose to her, right? So she thought, you know, didn't think nothing. She didn't know where we were. So I said, "Close your eyes," and walked her over there and put her, you know, sat her right in the middle. And I went around and just put my phone down or whatever. So I started recording. And then, you know, I said, "Open your eyes," and came up, you know, on my knee with the ring, and she started bawling. She had no freaking clue. So it was pretty amazing.
Cool right there. That was a complete surprise.
Yeah. And the thing about it, she was like, before, she goes, "Man, you were like having me trip over everything." Cause I was like, "Come on, hold on." And I'm like, cause I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do this. You know, it's like, you know, so it was pretty fun, but yeah, that's my engagement story. That's no awesome. Yachts, no helicopters, but it was,
that's a nice engagement story.
Yeah.
Man. That's nice.